I hope this tire don't pop. I can hear this motherfucker. I gotta get to a tire shop. It ain't got nothing to do with this video, but hey, that's just how my mind is. Sometimes I speak out loud. I can hear that. Plop, plop. I bet it's a ball on it. Now your tire had that little catch out mark, like it done got punched, that little knot on it, and I can hear it. Plop, plop. I don't need that shit to pop while I'm on the expressway, cause I'm over here. This video I'm doing, and I'm over here near where he be at. I'm over here near Fam Goon. I'm over here in the city. I'm on 75. I'm in the city, but I'm near over here where old Fam Goon them headquarters. Like it mean anything, but I was just that's just being funny. Let me wait a second. Let me do it like I said always, YouTube and everything. Let me wait about 2 3 minutes and start. Ralo is on a media run. Ralo is on a media run. Let me wait for a second. It's not helping your situation. This shit different. This shit hit different, boy. This shit crazy, bro. We live in a crazy time, man. I'm a realist. If I'm wrong about something, if I miscalculated something, I give myself a straight and say I was wrong about whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was wrong about. Because it's not the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? The thing is about this ratting. We live in a phase now where um, being called a rat or being called gay is like the top juiciest like type of stories for people to put out, rather if it's true or false. So we live in a time where that's the popular thing to talk about online. Is somebody gay or is somebody a rat or snitch or whatever, right? Uh, hold on for a second. So it's different nowadays, man, because my thing is this, right? Alpo owned up to being a rat. He knew it was no way around him saying, it's the paperwork is the paperwork. Uh, all the people that have ever told on somebody owned up to what it was, because at the end of the day, if you don't owned up to it, ain't nobody gonna really keep riding your coattail about it unless it's somebody that you ratted on and they feel like they want to serve get justice in the street on it. That's why you got a guy like Woody can run around and do what Woody do, even though Woody ratted and then he tried to recant his statement or whatever, but the damage was already done. Um, the fact that he owned up to what he done or whatever, and people know what that still don't stop the fact that he's a stepper. You know what I'm saying? He'll up that fire on you. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever get it twisted that just because a person is a rat or whatever, and if they was a killer turned rat, that don't stop them from still being a killer. Like if you thinking you can press them because it's the popular thing to do nowadays, that'll get you hurt. If you don't plan on doing that to these people, you know what I'm saying? Why try to talk about it in a negative way? I can give a fuck. I ain't in them streets no more. You know, I'm a contract carrier. I do my own deliveries and businesses. I got a dispatcher I deal with, and I don't deal with that world no more. So I don't give a fuck what you do. You have a problem with whomever you've been ratting on or whoever. If Rallo own up to this shit, because here's the thing. Seti Nash was pressed, not really pressed, but they kind of like forced him, whacking his minions, forced him to read some paperwork, right? And people do alter paperwork. I'm not gonna give a name, but in 2014, when I was in Robert A. Dayton, I did a video yesterday about Gucci, and I was telling y'all about I was in the same federal holdover where he was at. I was in A1, Gucci was in B1. This is not about Gucci. I had a cellmate, very popular dude, very get money dude, and I'm not gonna say his name out of respect for his wife, his ex. That was like his baby mama wife. You know how you be. That's my wife, but y'all ain't married, like some shit like that. and she is a powerful. She is a big political political individual in Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? If y'all could put two and two together, you'll know who I'm talking about, y'all. But she is a she's been on Dr. Phil. She's been on a number of shows, and she do her thing. You know what I'm saying? But her I met her husband while I was in the feds or whatever, and at the time I didn't know that he was a rat. Like he told, you know what I'm saying? He used to present his. I seen him at Robert A. Dayton, and then after the sentencing or whatever, I got out and got locked up again on a violation and brought back into him in Atlanta USP, which is now FCI. A lot of people still think Atlanta Federal Prison is a UFC, UFC, USP. It's a FCI. Um, so it's a medium. It's not a high anymore. But he used to walk around showing paperwork, right? And he used to walk around showing his paperwork. My paperwork, man. I can see my paperwork, man. Yeah. But it was altered paperwork. I knew this was altered paperwork. This is altered paperwork. But it's not that fucking serious to me because you ain't got a lot of me. I ain't the one that's upset with you, that got a problem with you, that you ratted on, or you know what I'm saying? It's the motherfuckers that you ratted on. So I can give a fuck about it. I know it's bullshit. A lot of people in there knew it was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It was rats in that motherfucker, right? But Ralo is running around showing paperwork that could be altered paperwork, that could be kind of sort of true, but we're gonna take this out and replace this and remove that. So Seti say he read his entire paperwork that Rallo presented to him, and Rallo is not a rat according to what he read. But when he was just presented with some more paperwork, page 8, which is what Rallo was trying to ignore when he was on Big Fats, and a big bank, and DJ, all of them was questioning him about page 8, and he kept saying go to page 12 or whatever the case may be, right? And page 8 and page 9, Raul, this is your lawyer talking. Your lawyer is a representation of you. Yep, that's her. Goddamn Eric Smart. So Eric, yeah, Angela, right? I should, yeah, Angela. It's Angela. I was in Angela. Husband was my cellie when I was in Robert A. Dayton in 2014. He's no longer here. He died. Them boys. He died All Star Weekend. I want to say 2018, 2019, probably 2020. He died. No, it wasn't no 2018 because he was still alive. Because I used to see him on IG and shit. He got right out, got right back to the bag, like he never missed a beat. Did 7 years, got out, got right back to the bag, running it up. Um, and that goes to show you that if a motherfucker, a hustler or whatever, people will bypass shit that they done in the past because they so mesmerized with the lifestyle, like what he can bring to the table. Now he is no longer here. She have children, but he's no longer here. He got like shot up, burnt the car up and everything. This shit was on the news and everything. He died All Star Weekend. I want to say 2019, 2020, somewhere around. Yeah, it was about 2019, 2020, because them boys goddamn got him. He wasn't even out a year. He wasn't even out a year before them boys ran down on him. I want to say he got out in 19 and he died in 2020 around COVID. He been dead about 4 or 5 years. But that was Maselli. He used to walk around showing paperwork that, he this, he that. He told me he was gonna move out to Vegas. He was gonna leave Atlanta. He told me when he get out, he was gonna go to Vegas because he like hustling. He like gambling. He real good at gambling, poker, and all that shit. So he wanted to buy some properties and move out to Vegas and do his thing out of Vegas. You know what I'm saying? But he stuck around Atlanta, and his past caught up with him. But uh, he used to walk around showing paperwork that was altered paperwork. So, and he was in the Muslim car. He turned Muslim when he was in my celly. He didn't believe in God. He didn't believe in nothing. You know what I'm saying? But when I ran into him like a year and a half later at Atlanta FCI, he had a kufi on his head. Oh shit! That's the first person I seen when I got there. I had my mat, and they about to escort us to where we was at. We were both on A3, and he was on A3 too. I was just on the other side, and I saw him. He was coming from commissary. And he was like, "Boy, you here? What floor they got you on?" I said, "They got me on A3." He said, "I'm on A3." He said, "When you get situated, come to my spot. I'm gonna give you a care package, whatever, whatever." Woo, woo, woo. Generous, hustler type nigga, but he had all to the paperwork. Um, so it ain't a far fetch for Ralo or anybody to walk around showing off paperwork that's not official paperwork. It's kind of sort of the real paperwork, but they just altered it, took some things out and moved some shit around. So if they hand it to you and you read it, you reading the shit and you like, no man, this shit they ain't read it on nobody. No, that shit was altered. But the shit that Big Facts was trying to get him to read on page 8, page 9. He kept wanting to duck that shit to go to page 12, and that shit was saying, him cooperating to tell on a lot of prominent, a lot of movers and shakers in this city, in Atlanta, in this city, right? Yeah, let me show y'all so y'all know it's for real. Right here by Grady. That right there is an infamous hospital, Grady Hospital. You from Atlanta, you know. That's where Vaughn was pronounced dead at. This is the hospital they took King Vaughn when he died. So y'all see, yeah. So I'm around the way. I'm from here. I'm around the way. But that shit don't sound right to the point it made said it say when he get back to Atlanta, he gonna get all up in Rallo face. He gonna pull up on Rallo fam go. He gonna pull up at his spot. He gonna question Rallo about, hey man, you didn't show me this in the paperwork. I read some other shit. These niggas got this, and I for the life of me, right? I don't understand why a person will alter, like a hater will make fake paperwork on you, knowing that you can present the real paperwork and crush the fake paperwork. So it's just like, as much as I don't really like Wack 100 and his little crew over there, because I feel like Wack is the agent of chaos. You know what I'm saying? He don't got nothing good to say about nobody, but he tap dance for the white man. Yeah, I will say it in his face. He tap dance for the white man. You are a tap dancer when it comes to white people, but you got all the smoke for all the black people. Tell you talk about business that ain't got nothing to do with you. But anyway, I'm not here to save Rollo as well. That shit don't sound right. That shit, it looked like you cooperated. It sounds like you cooperated, and you going on these press runs, on these media runs. I see you on academics. I saw you at Angela Yee. I saw you with Math Hoffa. Like you don't went on a few. You on like a tour right now doing these press runs, showing your paperwork, and it makes it worse if you know goddamn well you altered your fucking paperwork. That shit is not gonna go nowhere because there's your paperwork and that you can alter, or your real paperwork, and then it's shit you can get from the actual courts. It's shit you can get from the actual courts that the court ain't gonna lie. Like the feds is not finna have you. They ain't gonna lie for you. The feds is not gonna lie for you. If your ass cooperated, your ass cooperated. They take pride in knowing that they can take a drug lord or a mass murderer and get him to cooperate and tell on all sorts of shit that, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. They can break you. They get a rush off breaking hardened criminals and exposing to the world this is what happened. This is why he's doing all this time. So it ain't a such thing as a fucking, you know what I'm saying? If you're a government informant, it's gonna be. That's why everybody know that Tammy is a government informant. They're not gonna secretly let you be shit. If you helping them, cooperating in something, that's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. And your Brian Steele said, him giving up certain key figures in the city of Atlanta. I'm paraphrasing. It wouldn't look good for him, for his community, and on what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's confidential, but one of you big time in ass platforms or whatever, why don't y'all get Brian Steele? See if y'all can pay Brian Steele to get up here and goddamn talk about the case. He probably can't. I don't know if he could. I don't know if he can get sued for that. No, it's public. It's public information. Yeah, why y'all don't be reaching out to some of these lawyers, getting some of these lawyers to get up here and talk? Lawyers ain't never money hungry. If you got the right money, they gonna come and do whatever it is you need them to come and fucking do. get police detective. Look up, y'all look up every damn thing else. Whack 100. Look up the detectives on the case, nigga. Y'all act like detectives. Look up the detectives on the case. See what it'll cost to get them to do an interview about the situation. Like they not gonna lie for Rallo. They not gonna lie for Meech. They not gonna lie for Cuffy. They ain't gonna lie for any kind of drug lord, murderer, robber, whatever. If you cooperated, they gonna say he cooperated. If you didn't cooperate, they gonna say he did not cooperate. That's why he's doing this much time. He really did not cooperate. He took his lick like a man. That's what they're gonna say. Rollo, your next album should be called Page Eight. Your next song should be called Page Eight. Because what was read on Page Eight definitely put you in the hot seat. Definitely put you with the rat jacket, and it definitely, it tells a lot. And if it's true, you even more delusional to be going on all these fucking media runs on these major platform media runs trying to explain your case, and you know goddamn well that it's not true. Why you looking crazy as hell if you really running around with some altered paperwork trying to convince the world that no, this is it when it's actual real paperwork. Now I'm not saying you may have the real paperwork. And if Whack and them got fake paperwork showing all this other shit or big facts them, and that's why I want to believe this shit because I can understand Whack. Whack be trolling doing bullshit. But Big Bank ain't never had no problem with you. DJ Scream ain't never had no problem with you. The what's called that song that she ain't never had no problem with you. She goddamn before she started the interview, she was giving praises like, "Nah, man, this can't be true. I know him." Whoop, 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 whoop. And she stood on all 10, questioning you, grilling you about that same shit. So you even got major Atlanta platforms feeling a certain type of way about Page Eight, Page Nine. So it kind of make a nigga lean towards some shit. Like I can understand why Whack is a nosy, chatty patty ass nigga that just hate on everybody that's doing better than him. So, but I got it because they saying the same thing that Big Facts them doing. I got to take the fucking. I damn near got to lean on them because they don't have no reason to lie on you. This is Atlanta natives, all them Atlanta natives, and they grilled the fuck out of you about that shit. Big Bank, all of them, they grilled the hell out of you about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit wasn't looking right, bro. It just wasn't looking right. You know what I'm saying? Why would outside sources? What would they get out of altering paperwork to make you look bad? It's not like you a list rapper, a rapper that the world was waiting on to be released to drop the next single, the next. Because you going on a paperwork tour versus going on a record tour, album tour, because ain't nobody concerned with your fucking music right now. Everybody's still thinking about, did you do this or did you do that? Even though I know it don't really matter because black people are selective. People, the world is selective. You got people right now still love the hell out of Takashi 69, and he told you he is a rat. He's a proud rat, and he still have fans. So it ain't like you're not gonna still have people that's not gonna support you. People gonna still support you regardless, rat or not. Alpo had they threw a block party for Alpo when he got out. Alpo still has supporters, so it don't matter. Like it really don't matter. You ain't gonna. Everybody's not gonna love you, no matter what happened. Everybody's not gonna love you. So if you was I goddamn did this and did that, woo, woo, I made it juicy for him, and I told on this person or that person, and woo, 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 and what niggas were gonna call you rats, niggas gonna do this to that, but these people that's online that you trying to win over, they ain't gonna do a bitch ass thing to you. None of these people gonna do nothing to you. They not gonna harm you. They gonna just talk online. That's it. And if talking gonna bother you, then goddamn, my nigga, you might as well just get a gun and off yourself. Because that's the only thing they gonna do is content. They not go if they see you in person, they gonna turn their phone on and try to go viral. And hey man, look at this red. They gonna do that. They not gonna press you. They ain't trying to kill you. They ain't trying to jump on you. That's just all they gonna do. You live in a going viral era right now, where everybody just want to go viral. They not. It ain't like it's the end of you. People gonna still support you. People probably still waiting on your music. I couldn't name one song you had that had the city going crazy. That had the city going. I can't think of one. I can't think of one feature. I can't. I really can't. I'm being honest. I'm not being like a hater. I just really didn't get into your music like that. But I understand. Dope boy trying to goddamn spray clean up some shit. I get it. But him walking around, him traveling with fake paperwork, that's not far fetched. Cause there's so many niggas in the feds doing that right now to this day. Not only in FCIs, they in USPs too. You got dudes right now in federal USPs. USPs is highs. You got dudes in USP federal prisons right now with altered paperwork. They car don't even know that they really a rat. Or some of them niggas be knowing that them niggas be rats, especially in the Muslim car. See, that's how I was getting into it with King Erner back in the day. You remember when King Erner used to always do the Snatch Your Honor videos back at like 18? I was like probably the first person on YouTube to snatch King Erner on YouTube, simply because he is a Muslim and he never talked about his car, the people that honor that he snatched in his car. And this is a well known fact in the feds and in the state. Niggas with them funny ass charges are niggas that be rats join the Muslims because the Muslims, in a sense, take care of them niggas or support, protect them, or they be like, he got to take his issue up with Allah. You know what I'm saying? The brother is, he's changing his, they on some shit like that. Them niggas, it's a lot of them that's crooked. They ain't Muslims at all. And then you got a lot of them that just because these niggas know how to get some money, so they'll turn a blind eye. They'll turn a blind eye. And King Ernest is a Muslim, so by him being in the feds or whatever during the time that he did, I know for a fact he was in a car with a bunch of rats. Not a bunch of them, but it was at least a handful of rats in his car that he knew about. That he had to, you know, Ramadan with, pray with. Man, these folks selective, bro. These people selective. But and Ralo is a Muslim. Ralo is a Muslim. I swear to God, I swear to God, I am not lying to y'all. I swear to God, man, the feds, if you run across a person that's a Muslim and he's comfortably walking around that prison yard, 9 times out of 10, this Kango I got on, it's a kufi he walking around with. He got a kufi on his head. He got a prayer rug. He changed his name to Ishmael Rahim or some shit. I'm telling you. I'm telling you for a fact. I know this for a fact. This is not, I think I was there. I saw it myself. So by Rallo being, that could be, even though Rallo was a Muslim before he went to prison, but it just fall right into place. Niggas ain't gonna really press you like that. I've never seen a Muslim car run up a rat in the feds in the state. I've never seen a Muslim car run down on any of they people in their crew or their car because he was a rat. Never. Never. Now I've met Muslims that was still kind of like they were still street and they was like, hey, I'm a Muslim by choice, not by force. I've heard Muslims say that before. I'm a Muslim by choice, not by force. And they'd be like, yeah, they wouldn't mess with. They ain't gonna go out of their way, but they did not mess with certain people that was in their cars that was rats. They'd rather walk the yard by themselves or go do Ramadan or go do what they do with go to prayer service or whatever. They'll rather do that, but they ain't really running with the rat. But they know all the rats that's in their circle, that's in their car. Rallo, if you riding around if you flying all around New York and all this, doing all this these media runs, I'm like, damn, I'm seeing a lot of Rallo content. He doing a lot of interviews. He talking about this fucking paperwork and you talking about this damn these rappers finna go rap for Big Meech and all this shit. I was laying on them there. You heard how he was talking. You doing all this shit, Rallo, and you know that paperwork ain't right, boy. Boy, you a different kind of nigga, boy. Boy, you is really a delusional, stubborn ass nigga, boy. Because that shit said you cooperated. That shit said that it looked bad for you in the community if the community find out. I'm paraphrasing that you helped the government. cooperated with the government on taking down some people. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass a different type of nigga, boy. You know you did that shit and you still out here being in denial. That's some different shit, boy. That shit hit different. I ain't never in my life. Yeah, just own up to that shit, bro. Cause one thing about it, you got your word, and then you got the truth. The truth is, goddamn, what the fucking Russell building. I know what the inside of that building look like. I done been in there. Nah, that nigga album should be called Page 8, not Page 12. Page 12, Ralo wanted them to go to page 12 because on page 12, he said it said some shit like he didn't cooperate. But what about page 8 and page 9, where your lawyer, Brian Steele, said your ass did? And we don't need this type of shit in the paperwork, or we need to empty out the courthouse because we don't want man, that shit sound crazy as fuck, bro. Y'all go check it out. Seti Nash received new information. It wasn't on Seti Nash channel. It was on, I forget, one of these motherfuckers that love Whack 100 so much. Yeah, he loved Page. Oh yeah, it's funny. Ironically, 12. He loved Page 12. That's like a double entendre. Hey, you want everybody to go to Page 12 when everybody trying to stay away from 12. You know what I'm saying? Like, no shit. God damn, Rollo, you want everybody to go to Page 12. We don't want to be on Page 12. We want to get away from Page 12. We don't want to be nowhere near 12. But that just go to show you, man. Like, I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't have no picks in this shit. A lot of these content creators, they be having relationships with these artists and these people, so they be biased in a sense towards certain people. Queen's Flip done said it on numerous occasions, like, "Hey, I'm gonna let you know right now, I'm biased. This is my man. I like this person. It's my bro. I'm biased." So to say that you biased is to say that, hey, you may say something that's true, but you're not gonna get me to agree with you because I'm biased. This is my bro or whatever, and that's the wrong way to be. You got to look at it for what it is. You got to hold when you don't hold people accountable for their actions, they never learn, they never grow from it. You have to hold people accountable for their actions. Best friends, wives, co-workers, business partners, side pieces, your mama, your daddy, your grandma, they in the wrong for something. You got to hold them accountable, just like they have to hold you accountable. If you're not held accountable, if I turn a blind eye to that shit, you ain't gonna never learn from it. Just because I called you out on a situation you was wrong on, that don't mean I ain't got love for you or whatever. It's just that you was wrong for this. You lied. You was wrong for this. But his next mixtape should be called Page 8. Rallo next goddamn song he put out should be called Page 8. Since you going on, cause I mean, I don't know, man. I ain't never seen no shit like this a day in my life. I ain't never seen a nigga get out of prison and go on a media fucking paperwork run, but it's still some. You ain't like a person that's comfortable in the skin they in and they know for sure they ain't done nothing wrong. No matter what op or what a person put up against you, you can debunk that shit right there. You can rebuttal and you can debunk that shit right then and there, right there on the spot. You should get a pleasure out of making a hater look bad. If they create a story and if they say something about you that's false, that's why I don't understand Meech. Meech, you can't go back to prison because he said I don't want to get y'all motherfuckers trying to trick me back in prison. Meech, you can't get tricked back into prison for speaking the truth, for getting online saying that's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie. The police, the feds not gonna come kick down your door and say, hey man, we rearresting you for getting online telling the truth. You were supposed to let this lie continue to go on. No, they not gonna do that. So, and you so arrogant, so cocky, it just make me look at you a different way because it's like this nigga ain't finna let nobody. He ain't finna let nobody put no stains on his name. Oh, high yellow ass nigga like this nigga pretty boy ass nigga like that. He ain't finna let these niggas do this shit. And you did. Well, real brother, it's crazy. He got to name his next album Page 8. He got to title his next song Page 8 and Page 9. And when the song come on, let us hear like you flicking through pages. Page 8. Then you start your rap. Then you start your rap because Page 8 don't sound right, Ralo. Page 8 do not sound right, Ralo. And a lawyer cannot go inside a courtroom legally and say some shit like what he said in that paperwork if that's not true. The lawyer sound like Brian Stills was trying to save face for you. It sound I gotta get it. I got it. I'm gonna put it in the description. I'm gonna put it in the description after. It sound like the lawyer what Brian Stills was trying to Brian Stills really like a he really a major state lawyer. Brian Stills done got a lot of niggas out of shit in the state. So but I don't know. I don't know. I ain't really heard too many federal people that were locked up that had Brian Stills. I know a lot of motherfuckers that get money that had Brian Stills as their lawyer in the state. But it sounds like Brian Stills trying to save face for you. Like my client is willing to cooperate or whatever and give up this or give up that, but you know, some shit about with the public finding out that his community finding out this will look bad for him. A lawyer won't even go in a courtroom and say that to a judge in front of on under oath, knowing goddamn well that ain't what it was. They ain't even gonna say no shit like that. Especially a Brian Steele. This nigga's he done got that man and that man gonna die before he spent all that money he done made off goddamn these motherfuckers around this city. You know what I'm saying? So that shit don't look right, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. That shit don't look right, and it's not making your situation no better. You going on these media runs, running around on all these platforms, ain't making it no better. Math was sitting there like he was just trying to just keep the show going. He was sitting there talking like Mecca. I know Mecca don't give a fuck. Mecca is a civilian, and Mecca ain't on that kind of street shit like that. You know what I mean? I know Mecca probably. You have been better off Mav letting Mecca just interview him, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? But Mav was seeming like academic. Who the fuck is he? He's a. I don't even know why people even still going to academics. Like y'all just really forgot like what academics was just doing on that little what they call that shit on that fucking shit when he had this little young ass boy on there. Y'all be forgetting that type shit. He's biased anyway. He's biased for Drake. Like it ain't making your situation look good, bro. It is not making your situation look good at all. And get y'all ass out them streets, period, man. This ain't the time to be no street nigga to be in this period. It ain't really good anyway. You know what I'm saying? You go there, you be real, nigga rat on you doing 1,000 years in prison for what? Now you're away from your family. Is it worth it? Was that fast money really worth it for you to you go to jail and then you go there and you realize, hey man, I'm a hustler. I ain't really built for this prison life. And you snitch your way out. And then now you can't even go back to them communities for real, and be looked upon like you used to be. Like niggas ain't gonna they ain't gonna embrace you or look at you like they used to. That's what I mean. Like I don't get it. Like do what Terrence Gangster Williams did. Terrence Gangster Williams said he told on dead people, and that got him out. And he owned up to it, and he understand why people standoffish towards him because he said he made up one of the rules. Don't do this and don't do that, and he broke one of the rules by telling. But he living his best life, and he's a Muslim. See what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell y'all, boy, a lot of these niggas in the state pens and them federal pens, man, I'm telling you, see a group of Muslims, guarantee you one or two of them niggas rats. And they fellow brothers know it. Shit ain't even worth it, bro. Man, get you a job, get you a business, and get out the goddamn way. Take care of your family. That shit ain't worth it. That little fast money, it look good right now. It look good right now, but motherfuckers gonna diss. Even if you was a solid one, you got some solid ones in prison right now. Solid, ain't told on nobody, looked out for everybody, and people still gave them their ass to kiss once they got in prison. Bitches ain't answering the phone, ain't writing you no more. Now they don't riding another nigga dick or whatever that's getting money like how you was getting money, whatever. Like it ain't no honor amongst these. That shit, man. Get out of that lifestyle, man. That shit ain't worth it. It is not worth it. I promise you, it ain't worth it. It is not worth it. I done seen so many of them niggas in the prison. They were so loved when they was on the street. And if you see them niggas in prison, them niggas be so broken. I'm talking about major dope boys. These niggas be so broken, like man, the whole crew done changed on me, man. I goddamn kept aside, took care of shit. Niggas didn't even take they damn or they done told on something. That shit ain't fucking worth it. And you're trying to impress people that's low key jealous of you anyway, envy you anyway. Look at what going on in today's society. No matter what community you're from, no matter what city you're from, blacks hating on blacks, blacks killing blacks. So you're trying to impress a group of people that don't give a fuck about you no goddamn way. Get your job, get your business, man. Get out of the way. Take that drug money you had, invest that shit in some other shit. Goddamn, get you some goddamn box trucks, some goddamn cargo vans, some sprinters. Get you some guys in there and do some that fucking deliveries. Get legit. Open up a goddamn convenience store. Open up a car wash or something. Like go do some other shit and get out of the way because you'll never ever be loved the way that you was once upon a time. The real freeway Rick Ross got out of prison from all that what he did. He's living his life positively, comfortably in a lane that he chose to live his life in. You think he's embraced like he was once upon a time embraced when he was a drug dealer? No. People still like him or fuck with him or rock with him, but he ain't doing nothing that's exciting to them no more. He ain't bringing bricks to the hood. He ain't bringing all kind of flash. He ain't doing all this. So ain't nobody gonna be. He ain't got that same kind of support like that no more. But he found him a lane and he stuck to his lane. Switch the thing. Terrence Gangster Williams, dope boy, killer, robber, back in the days in New Orleans. A whole got a bunch of hats. You know what I'm saying? He read it. He out. He a content creator. He living his best life. But Terrence Gangster Williams, no, he don't have the support from those who he really want to have the support from. He got support from his fans. He got some subscribers and people that fuck with him or whatever. But the people who he really want to congratulate him and put their arm around him, not doing that, and that bothers him. Whether he want to admit it or not, that really bothers him low key. Because once upon a time, I saved this nigga life. I got money with this nigga. I got money with that nigga. And the fact that he's not doing that now, he's not getting that love now from these niggas he used to run the streets with, that bothers him. Whether he want to admit it or not. Ain't no honor amongst these, man. Get out that lifestyle. Y'all hit the like button, hit the dislike button. I appreciate your time. I try to make my shorts, I meant my lives short. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'm about to get this tire change. Um, yeah, be blessed, man. Stay humble, stay goddamn positive, stay out the way. Take care of your family, man. Try to stay as healthy as you can be and as positive as you can be. And understand you live in that street life. Whether you're a solid nigga or you a nigga that was solid, turn bitch, they gonna all turn their back on you. It don't matter who you are. They gonna all turn their back on you. Whether you're a solid nigga or not. Whether you're look at Meech. Look at Meech. Look at Meech. Meech just did damn near 20 years. You think he came home and embraced the way he was before he went to jail? No. Look at his brother Southwest T. You think he embraced the way that he was, and he ain't. I ain't heard nothing about Southwest ratting on nobody. No, motherfuckers don't love you like that for real. For real, it's about the moment, living in the moment with you and what they can get off of you. Get out the way, man. Take care of your family, man. Be as healthy and positive as you can be. Because what matters the most is your family that really genuinely love you and being in good favor with God. Mother fuck the opinion of a street nigga, ex street nigga, a gang banger or whatever. Mother fuck their opinion. They don't have a heaven or a hell to place you in. And when it's time for your ass to skedaddle and get up out of here, they ain't gonna jump in that casket with you. Rather if you was a real nigga or not. Fuck all that shit. Fuck all that shit. Go live your life. Live your life happy. That shit, that street life shit is a setup any goddamn way. Whether you a solid nigga or a not solid nigga. That shit is a setup and that shit a lose lose anyway. Whether you a real nigga or not. I am Humble King. Y'all try to have a peaceful, blessed day.